What's up everyone? So today I want to focus specifically on the Danger Room mode because I think there is a lot of confusion about how it works and there hasn't been much explanation by the developers on how it works. Thank you to Beefcake on Discord for suggesting this topic because the more I researched it, the more I found how confusing it actually is to get a grasp on. But anyway, Danger Room is actually my new favorite mode and the rewards are amazing if you know how to utilize it, which makes it well worth your time to learn and play. So without further ado, let's talk Danger Room. I think we should start with the event rewards. At the time of this recording, there are roughly 30 days left until the event ends. I did a video on a Datamine that gives some hints as to what to expect after this event, if you'd like to check that out, since I won't cover that here. But inside this event tab, you can see a variety of rewards in various tiers. The gold section refers to the rewards you can get if you purchase the season pass, and the gray is what you will get if you didn't. If you purchase the season pass, you will get both the gold and gray section rewards. The rewards include shield tokens, XP cubes, voice lines, and costumes. I'd like to point out something I see asked a lot regarding the event rewards, specifically the costumes. If you aren't able to reach tier 30 by the end of the event, have you missed out on getting these costumes? And although we haven't received a specific answer from the developers, I'm very confident the answer is no. You will still have access to the costumes after the event. Most likely we will see them enter the shield depot like the others. So if you aren't able to reach tier 30 in time, you should just be able to purchase them in the shield depot using shield tokens. However, I think the other rewards in this event are incredible, so don't overlook them. But overall, I think the event tab is pretty straightforward, so let's get into the Danger Room itself. So at the beginning, you are given two options, versus player or versus system. If you choose to play against the system, you have the option to play offline and solo. So if you don't currently have the online Nintendo subscription, you can still get the event rewards. The process is just slower and honestly might not be as fun. But you aren't excluded from getting the rewards if you choose this method. You can also play against the system online with up to 4 players. The system is easier to play against than in versus player, so you'll probably win more within this mode. However, the rewards still aren't quite as good as within versus player. Also, losing in this mode prevents you from moving up event tiers, but if you win, you move up 1 tier. Within both modes, there are 4 training levels to choose from: Alpha, Beta, Gamma, and Delta. My understanding is that you unlock each one by getting one of your characters to that level. For example, level Delta is 200, so to unlock it, you would need to get one of your characters to level 200. But there is another way to unlock them as well, and that is by jumping into someone else's higher level lobby. This is how I unlock Delta because I don't currently have any level 200 characters. I think you can do this through the auto join feature, but I haven't tested it personally. If you have a friend who has unlocked level Delta, I would recommend playing a match with them to unlock it for yourself. If that's not an option, you can always swing by our Discord and either myself or someone else would be happy to get you level Delta unlocked. The reason I'm pushing Delta so hard is because you want to get there as quickly as possible because you get way better rewards when you play higher levels in both system and player. I also want to bring up a very important aspect of the Danger Room, and that is that the game will auto-level your characters to match the training level you select. So even though Delta says level 200, you don't need your characters at level 200 to play it. For this reason, I don't really see a point to playing the other training levels because you can jump right into Delta and get better rewards, which is what I would recommend everyone do. However, there are some caveats regarding your character's level before jumping into Delta. Your level doesn't play a factor, but how far you've leveled a character's abilities will. So if you bring in your level 1 Drax, you will still only have one ability to use with no upgrades on it. So you'll still want to bring characters that you have leveled moderately high so that you are maximizing the potential of your abilities. A level 100 character should have all the abilities upgraded, so that would be ideal, but you could probably get by with a level 60 character, since you're pretty much just sacrificing reduced chance of interruption if you've kept all abilities equal. I also want to point out that ISOs still apply to your character in Danger Room, so make sure you use ISOs to maximize your character's potential. Although, I wouldn't use any XP boost ISOs during Danger Room since you don't level up within Danger Room. But I would recommend an immunity to burning if you have it, since that will help when drawing in the Phoenix Force. But ISOs could be a whole other video in itself, so we'll get back into the Danger Room. So in my opinion, the versus player part of Danger Room is the best place to play. You can have a lobby of up to 8 players and the matches are much more competitive since you're playing against actual people. This could sound like a bad thing if you think losing will result in terrible rewards, but it's still actually better than all the other modes. Even if you lose in versus player, you can still move up tiers in the events, unlike in versus system. The rewards are still amazing even if you lose in versus player on Delta. I still get around 4 million coins and a good amount of XP cubes. If you win, this doubles. If you're trying to level up characters, I would argue that this is one of the best ways to level up characters, even though your characters don't level up within it. The coins can be used to buy enhanced XP cubes, and you get a lot of XP cubes in general, which more than makes up for the lack of leveling within the Danger Room. Using a bunch of Team XP bonus cubes in Infinity Rifts is probably still better, but Danger Room Delta is pretty high up there. Not to mention it's easy to do, and it's more fun because it's not as grindy. You also have the event tier rewards on top of that. So if you have some decently leveled heroes and an online subscription, you should absolutely be trying out Danger Room, preferably versus player Delta. Now let's talk about the matches themselves, because the way you win the overall match is a little odd. There are 3 rounds, but the most important round is the third one, and the bonus Phoenix round. If you win the first 2 rounds but lose the third, you'll lose the overall match. If the bonus Phoenix round appears, this basically trumps the third round and becomes the most critical. It's a little odd, but I think the purpose of this is to help prevent rage quitting if you don't win the first 2 rounds, which has been a problem in my experience. So if you lose round 1 and 2, don't rage quit, you can still make a comeback and pull out a win in the third round. However, rounds 1 and 2 can still be beneficial, not just to get your confidence up, but also because after each round you win, your team gets to select the team bonus. This can be a couple of things like increasing the drop rate of energy orbs, increasing extreme attack damage, increasing synergy damage, etc. These will ultimately help in beating the critical third round or Phoenix bonus round. You'll notice that if you play versus player on Delta, you'll be flying through tiers really quick. You could honestly knock out all 30 in a night using this method if you wanted to. If you're playing versus player Delta, you'll move up 2 tiers with a win and 1 with a loss. I was moving so fast that I found myself wishing there were more tiers so it wouldn't be done already. Even though I've completed all 30 tiers, I still play Danger Room a bunch because the rewards are just that good, and honestly I have more fun playing that than I do Gauntlets. If you're a newer player and you don't have level 60 characters and level Delta feels a bit out of your league, I would suggest 2 options. The first one is to utilize rifts and beat the story mode once or twice until you feel comfortable with the game and your characters, and jump into Danger Room when you feel like you can be more competitive. The second option is just to play Danger Room anyway. If you can play with someone and unlock Delta, so what if you only have a level 1 Drax? Your team will definitely have to carry you, but you still get phenomenal rewards for losing. You'll likely be able to level up at least a team of 4 really quick that you can bring into Danger Room to improve your chances of winning. I'm of course exaggerating with a level 1 Drax example, and I think you have to at least beat the X-Men level in story mode to even unlock a lot of aspects of the X-Men DLC, but you get what I'm saying. Don't worry so much about your level, just play Danger Room for fun and look at it as another opportunity for leveling all of your characters to take on harder challenges within the game like Gauntlets and Rifts. But that's everything that I think you need to know to understand how Danger Room works. If there are any points that I missed or any differing tips you have, you can let me know in the comments below. In the description below, I also have a link for our Discord page where a lot of us play Ultimate Alliance 3 online. So if you'd like help in Danger Room, unlocking Delta, beating Rifts, or just playing for fun, you can join us there. But that's all for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.